and welcome back to the House of the Stag podcast. We are here to discuss the episode 7 preview. And I am joined by Josh from Constantine Films today. George can't make it today, but he'll definitely be back for the next one. So yeah, a big thing they focus on in pretty much all trailers and now in this teaser thing for episode 7, as well as obviously Laena Velaryon's funeral. Gonna be a pretty big one. Lots of main characters there. Quite emotional, probably. Can't be just that. That's the sad thing. I think there's more to it.
Yeah, this is also like a very, very big character, not just episode, but like event. In the book, it's called The Year of the Red Spring, right? It's a very, very important. Obviously, this isn't exactly a year, but this episode will definitely probably be the most important episode going forward for like the consequences of the rest of the show. I think there's some things that are going to happen here that is very, very consequential for especially the last episode.
Yeah, I can't believe we're already at 120 AC now. 20 years in just 7 episodes, which is insane. Finally, more Rhaenys again. I gotta say, so far, not that impressed. Not with like character herself. I think Eve Best is doing a phenomenal job as Rhaenys. Whenever she's on screen, she just oozes this like Lady Olenna kind of vibe, but obviously mixed with Targaryen princess side. But I just wish they would have utilized it even more. Like we really didn't get all that much. Very much looking forward to more Rhaenys and Corlys, even though it's gonna be quite sad, I think.
Yeah, this episode will definitely be very, very important for them, because we're going to be on Driftmark. And this is like, this entire episode really is just Velaryons and Targaryens. There's no like big politics going on. There's no sort of outside influence. This is like a very, very intimate episode. And there's still like big stuff going on, but it's very much like a character episode. And I really, really hope that they focus on Corlys and Rhaenys a bit.
I hope this doesn't come across as like hating, because obviously I love House of the Dragon, but I'm surprised that HBO even decided to work on a potential Corlys Velaryon series with that in mind. The way I saw House of the Dragon a couple of months ago was that, okay, well, they're working on a Corlys Velaryon show. That probably means that he's gonna talk about his voyages and he's gonna be, a bit arrogant about it, and maybe we'll even get some like flashbacks of some kind of voyage or little expedition while he's doing a voiceover. And I had all these different kind of ideas running through my mind, and 7 episodes in, I'm still waiting. Like, come on, HBO,
Yeah.
you want to do a Corlys Velaryon show, so you have to build the interest.
This hoary old bitch.
Oh yeah, Vhagar.
When I first saw this clip a few weeks ago, I wasn't really sold on the design. I didn't like it as much. I was sort of hoping for something a bit more epic. But after seeing her in episode 6, I just love the design so much. Her skull, she looks like a dinosaur. I don't know if you picked that up as well, but the whole shape and everything, she looks like just so much bigger and older and more regal and sort of just noble than all the other dragons. Even though she's so ugly, she just has such a sort of ancient and like noble presence about her.
Yeah, she's seen stuff. She's
Yeah.
definitely seen some stuff. And I remember those old discussions about, man, she's way too small. And then after last episode, I don't hear anyone say that anymore. So we can't really get into it because then we would spoil some stuff. But Vhagar is gonna play a very prominent role in the upcoming episode. We're also finally going to get to the scene of Alicent charging at Rhaenyra, which basically we know all about that scene now. We have like 35 different angles and 21 different teasers and trailers. So we know all about the scene. She's getting the Catspaw dagger from Viserys, and then she's charging at Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is able to stop that dagger. What else is there? The Kingsguard get involved. Kristen Cole and Daemon, I think, are almost getting into it. So it's a very
It's
tense
hard
scene.
it's hard to talk about the scene without giving context. But just a slight spoiler warning. Where the fuck is Aemond during this? You know, because like you could look at the shot from above, and I just can't see him. Like he's just not involved at all. You know,
Oh
like
my.
this is about him, yet he's nowhere to be seen. He's probably like off with some maester trying
No,
to
no, no.
not die.
He is there. He is there.
Really?
Yeah, there
I
were
can't see him.
a few little stills they've released a couple of weeks or even months ago, and he is in the background with a very revealing look.
Yes. I feel like this is sort of the moment in which the sides are really divided. I think this episode, episode 7, is gonna be what really starts the war. You know, I think this is sort of where it actually starts because everything up until this point has been, you know, you have like glares at each other, everyone give each other's like foul looks and stuff like that. This is the Greens versus the Blacks. This is not Alicent versus Rhaenyra or Daemon versus Otto. This is the Greens versus the Blacks, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
I'm very, very interested to see how they handle that situation. I'm not going to say what it is, but you know, the potential 4v1. It's just such a like an important moment for this entire show.
Let's discuss it. I'm gonna timestamp it. Guys, please, if you don't want to know anything, just, skip to the next part. I'm definitely gonna timestamp this part so you don't have to worry about spoilers afterwards. But I definitely want to discuss this now. Miguel actually came out and said this scene was very hard to shoot because it's quite violent as well. So I think Aemond is absolutely getting demolished.
Yeah, I think I really like the change. I think I said this on the Discord a while back, but I really really like the change of making it Baela and Rhaena, Jace and Luke against Aemond. You know, having three small children against the 10-year-old is just a bit ridiculous. You know, it's just over the top and it just doesn't make all that sense, you know, because like for a 3-year-old Joffrey to cut out a 10-year-old's eye, how is that even possible? You know? So I really, really like the change. And obviously I think it's probably gonna be Luke who cuts out Aemon's eye, which makes the battle at Storm's End even more not necessarily justified, but it just makes more sense. You
Yeah.
know, so this is I think probably my favorite change in the show so far because you know like a 3v1 when it's with like one really really small kid is not really a 3v1 as a 2v1, but when you have four children that are about the same height and age, it's a completely different story.
I'm curious to see how it plays out because it can get silly, but I trust these guys. Another thing is, we just said goodbye to Laena, and I think we might say goodbye to Laenor as well in this episode.
Yeah. Yeah, this is I mean, for the people who have read Fire and Blood, we know what this is. But this is very very quick. You know, I think the more casual audience will be very surprised with this because it's quite abrupt and it's happening very quickly.
Is
But
Daemon
you know,
involved?
this I think so. Honestly, I do think so. We did see that snippet of Damon choking some guy out from behind
Oh, he broke
during
his
this
neck even.
scene.
He murdered someone.
Oh, okay. Then that yeah, he did that. So he's definitely involved in some way, whether it was coming to the rescue, perhaps a bit late, or
Hmm.
aiding in the assassination, we don't know.
I do hope he's aiding Laenor. Because that would
Yeah,
be more
because
tragic, because well, he shows up, his wife died, and he just wants to marry Rhaenyra, so he goes out there and kills, helps in the killing of Laenor. That would be, I
but
don't
it's
see how
it's
that's
it's
gray
Damon.
anymore.
Yeah, because Damon, we need to understand that he needs to be a great character. Like, sure, him and Rhaenyra do hook up, but it's not. That doesn't mean like he would just go out there and just like. Okay, well, to be honest, he did kill his wife. Okay, maybe we'll have to reconsider a bit here.
We shall see. We shall see. I think
We
it's
shall
a
see.
bit. I think it's enough of like killings for Damon in this season. Because
Yeah,
well, we're gonna start the next one with even bigger stuff. But not today. We're
yeah,
not gonna. We're not gonna
yeah.
discuss that today. So yeah. I really liked Laenor in the last episode. I hope they
Mm.
do give him at least another scene or two that really like have him go out in a big bang. So who the hell in the teaser thing? I really don't know who the fuck that is.
I don't know either. Honestly, my very first thought was like maybe Massaria, but it just doesn't make sense because this looks like High Tide. This doesn't look like King's Landing to me. But yeah.
Maybe this is just Otto when he's arriving. You know, he's
Mm,
gonna get his like
yeah.
WWE entrance. But yeah, maybe this is Ariston Whitebeard.
Oh goodness.
You know, just Ian McElhinney coming
Yeah,
back to
coming
House of the
coming back.
Dragon. He was like, "Here I am.
Yeah,
Let's
here I
go for the
am.
Marine storyline in House of the Dragon. Let's give me my proper like
The
Battle of
subplot.
Fire."
Yeah.
But yeah, I think this guy in the hood, this hooded man, could just be Otto Hightower. Although,
Is that a beard?
yeah,
That looks like a beard.
it looks like a
It
beard.
looks like a beard.
Gandalf? I have no idea.
It's way too late for this. So that shot of Otto pulling Aemond up from the ground is interesting to me. I really can't tell when that would be because we would assume that is after you know what, but I highly doubt that he would be pulling him up like that after he is you know whated. I really don't know when that could be.
Yeah, I don't know. I just took it as him scolding Aegon.
Hmm.
Pretty much the same thing that Alicent did to Aegon in the last episode is gonna be like upped to 180 by Otto in this one.
Yeah.
As we can see in the preview, he's gonna be reinstated as Hand of the King. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be biased from here on out. It's definitely gonna be pro Greens in the Red Keep if it wasn't already. And other than that, I mean, we can talk about it because it's already been in the trailer, in the official one. To everyone's shock, Rhaenyra and Daemon are going to get married. I'm very interested to see how people will react to that one. Because obviously, not only is it like, you know, it's incest, it's gross, but it's also just so quick after, you know, both of their just died. You know, it's
Yeah.
they were pretty quick about it.
And I mean, this is like also one of those things which is a very strange characterization for Daemon, you know, because Daemon is like all over the place. But this is one of those things which I don't really understand is that, you know, in Fire and Blood it says that Daemon really did love Laena, right? He really did love her. But then at Laena's funeral, him and Rhaenyra just go at it, you know, because Rhaenyra is comforting him, sure, but you still moved on very quickly.
Yeah.
You know. So I mean that's just Daemon. It's just Daemon.
I mean, some people move on quite fast in real life too, I guess.
We all mourn in our own way. Yeah, it's hard to talk about this without giving anything away. You know, it's just one of those episodes that is gonna be. I think this is gonna be like a pretty big episode, especially like on social media. You know, because this is like the episode.
Yeah, very
You know?
shocking. Very shocking.
Yes,
I mean,
very shocking.
I'm all for it. I can't wait to finally get into this like proper Greens versus Blacks thing. This whole discourse. It's happening already, but not on like the casual like level.
Yeah.
Casual fan level.
Yeah,
There.
no one really knows what the greens and the black is yet. You know, like everyone is just like, oh, I like Alicent. Oh, I like Rhaenyra. You know, there's not really any greens and black things. So yeah.
Man, imagine your HBO. The level of merchandise that you can do for this shit is incredible.
Oh yeah. I feel like HBO would make the greens nicer just so they could sell more merch.
Would probably be the wise decision. But I mean, again, if you start the next season with you know what, then that discussion is gonna change. Which is the thing. Without spoiling things, it's always gonna go back and forth with that whole morality question. So I'm just here for the ride. I'm just glad that I enjoy both sides, both blacks and greens for different characters, and yeah, I can't wait for it. Anyways, that is all we have for today. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care and see you later.